Hey everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin, where a few weeks of watching movies leisurely has apparently completely destroyed our ability to clap, or did we just never have it? I'm your host, Nick Cannon. I will be joined by two masked participants, and it's up to you, the audience, to guess who they are. Dressed as a provocative goldfish comes our contestant from West Texas.
Hello. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, provocative goldfish. We look forward to hearing what songs he'll sing to allow us to guess your identity. Dressed as a lovely fruit plate featuring pears, our contestant from Ohio.
Insert Spanish dialogue here.
Wait, are pears Spanish somehow?
No, I'm thinking like the Chiquita banana.
You could have just spoken Japanese.
They don't have pears in Japan, though. They don't grow pears.
Oh, wild.
They don't have a lot of room for fruit. They don't have a lot of room for farming.
Yeah, I guess it's true.
Yeah, West Texas is Rocky Hardy.
Hey, what up?
And Wilds of Ohio is Tegan Somerset.
Hi!
Yep. First of all, Tegan, I'm glad that your man cat is good.
Me too.
Yep.
$200 and blood work and fecal testing later. Roman is fucking fine. What an asshole cat thing to do.
Look.
That sounds like an asshole cat. I'm gonna make you do all this testing, but really nothing's wrong. But honestly, I'd rather do the testing and have nothing be wrong.
Yes.
I wouldn't do the testing if I didn't love the cat.
Yep. I know those feels. So I think we've got a lot on the dock today, so why don't we jump in? Tegan, it looks like you are currently embracing a video game which is more complicated than Twin Peaks, the television show.
Yeah! I'm playing Kingdom Heart. And I'm not just playing Kingdom Heart. During our during all of January, basically, we played Kingdom Hearts, and then Kingdom Hearts 2 we finished this week. And I tried to play some of Birth by Sleep, and then Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, and so I gave up on Birth by Sleep and just jumped into Kingdom Hearts. I watched the little story so far part at the beginning and realized I knew most of that stuff, so I think I'm okay.
Yeah, Birth by Sleep doesn't matter.
I mean, but I want to know about Vanitas Ventus boy. And it'll help with, like, the Terra Aqua stuff. But, it's okay. It'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. I'm alright. Mm-hmm. I mean, at least I'd already played, like, Dream Drop Distance and 385/2 and fucking Chain of Memories.
I maintain that, like, Chain of Memories and Dream Drop Distance are the only portable Kingdom Hearts games that matter. And Dream Drop Distance only because Neku's in it. That's the only reason.
That's fair. So far, that's been, 385/2 shows you Shinon, though, and then when Axel, sad, okay, yeah, we're only at Toy Box World, so we've only done, like, the first 3 worlds? Mm-hmm. We're in the third world, 'cause they're doing hidden Mickeys in Kingdom Hearts 3, but they're calling them Lucky Emblems, and, like, as soon as we found, like, our first hidden Mickey in the Olympus area when we were, like, running around, I'm like, look, it's like a hidden Mickey! What the hell? That's so fun! And then we get to Twilight Town, and they're like, there are these things called Lucky Emblems, and they're hidden all over the place. I'm like, hippie Mickeys! And so now we're going back through all the worlds to find all the hippie Mickeys!
That's fun.
It's been fun. You get a lot of neat stuff for finding the hidden Mickeys, so it's worth. And Sorg gets to take selfies! I took a selfie with Herc. It was a good one.
Of course there are.
When you point them at characters, they pose! It's a good time. I don't know, it's fun.
That's fun. I'm not playing Kingdom Hearts until after my birthday. I look deep inside myself, and I realize I didn't want the hype to touch my experience. So
wow.
I'm gonna give it some time. I'm also kind of in denial. You know, I still don't want to actually touch it. You can't believe it's out? Yeah, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to believe it's real. I might cry. So I'm just going to leave it alone.
So,
I'll come back to it when I'm ready.
Everything I've heard is that really Tangled World is going to make me sob.
Okay.
So, like, I'm ready. That's, like, the next world we have to go to. I'm just ready to cry.
That's Rocky, I had to go on Fiverr, and I posted an ad, said needed people to listen to roughly 2 years worth of audio to find every time this one dude says he'll do something ridiculous if Kingdom Hearts 3 actually comes out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So they're currently combing through the archives.
Wait, you actually hired someone? Someone said, like, yeah.
Oh, no, Rocky, this is a bit. God damn it. This is the second time this episode that a bit has fallen apart because we're like, is this bit real? Is this bit reality?
Brian, all you had to do is commit to it, man. Like, I was on board. I, like, kind of believed you, man. Like, fuck.
Shit.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hire somebody specifically to listen to 2 years worth of audio. And find every time you mention Kingdom Hearts.
Tegan, also, I need you to keep me abreast of Terra's importance in the finale of the Kingdom Hearts franchise, because, like, if he does turn out to be important, like, not just relevant, like, actually important to the conclusion of Kingdom Hearts, then I owe my friend an apology. But if he doesn't, I get sushi, and I really want that.
Well, so far, he seems kind of important.
Shit. All right.
So far. I mean, to be fair, I'm not super far in, but, like, they're building it up like he is important.
Damn it. Okay.
Because they're looking for Aqua.
Yeah.
Riku and Mickey are looking for Aqua. And, like, god damn it, okay, Disney Square Enix, listen. You've put in so much sellable merch in this game that I fucking want, and it's not available today, and that makes me mad. I want those fucking suitcases, okay? I want their little hoodie jacket things as actual hoodie jackets I can fucking wear.
They never give us the hoodies.
I want that cell phone fucking case on his fucking goddamn gummy phone. I want it. Please. Please. You could even do different skins for all the characters. Fuck it. Like, God. Disney, look, I know you're big in your own merch, and I get that, but, like, this is a huge merchandisable opportunity, and I feel like the fact that all of this merchandise isn't available today is an absolute travesty, because you would be raking it in from hardcore fans. Please, talk to me. Anyway, okay, so, yeah. So Riku and Mickey are looking for Aqua, and they've just kind of realized what happened to Terra, and they're like, oh shit, we need to find him to get it, but he's the bad, and how do we do the thing? And Sora's just like, I want to summon Roxas again. How do you summon a guy who's inside your heart? I don't know, make people wish for him? We'll get there.
Oh, fuck. Alright.
Sora's, like, so cute. And in between for loading screens, instead of just, like, nothing going on, when you're loading into a world or whatever, they show you Instagram for the different characters. So, like, Riku's got an Instagram, Donald's got an Instagram, Goofy's got an Instagram, and Sora's got and Kyrie's got an Instagram. Sora and Kyrie have Instagrams. And they, like, do little hashtags in the bottom, and, like, they're so silly.
Bunch of nerds.
They're so good! Like, at the very beginning, when they're like, Sora's lost all his power, and he has to get it back, and so you go to Olympus to see Herc. Like, that's not a spoiler. That's just, like, why you're starting at level 1. Because reasons. When you were, like, level 200, when you were done. But he goes, and then there's a loading screen where, like, Donald's like, we don't want to admit it, but we're in the same boat as Sora. We all need our power back. And he tags it, here we go again, and I'm just like, Donald, I'm so glad you're just like, we're not gonna admit it, but we're fucked. Good times. Anyway, so yeah, I'm having good clean fun here. Also, I don't think, let me check the doc really quick to make sure we're not talking about this. We're not, yeah, we're not talking about this. Cool, we're not talking about this. Apparently, a UK retailer accidentally leaked the Animal Crossing release day.
What?
Yeah!
Tegan, what is this date?
What is it? They posted the game up, online with the pre-order thing, and it said a date.
What's the date, Tegan?
April 29th.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it?
I don't.
Did you say May 9th?
April.
April 9th. That's the day after my
April
birthday.
29th.
Oh, that's like another girl's birthday. It's less interesting. Damn.
It's at the end of April, though, beginning of May.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. But, like...
April 29th is also a weird date to, like, make up. It's not even the end of the month. It's not even the end of a quarter. Like...
Yeah, it's like midway through the... No, it's at the end of first quarter.
Yeah.
March. February, March, April, yeah.
It's also inconsistent with Nintendo's release date strategy. And not only is it inconsistent with Nintendo's release date strategy, it's inconsistent with industry standards. Nintendo traditionally releases games on Fridays. Mm-hmm. And a lot of other companies traditionally release games on Tuesdays. This is neither. April 29th is a Monday.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, we figured it would come out. We did some math, and we figured out it would either come out in March or November, just based on previous previous Animal Crossing release days. So, like, interesting, but also, like, usually when there's a fake release day running around, Nintendo kind of goes, no, you'll hear more about this time. Like, at this time. And they haven't done that.
I don't think that we should treat an absence of information as confirmation. Nintendo is also notoriously tight-lipped and only once in their history have, like, when people are like, oh my god, there's going to be a Direct on Friday. There's going to be a Direct on Friday. They haven't said anything yet, but you know there's going to be a Direct. Only once have the internet ever worked itself into such a frenzy that Nintendo started, like, teasing and playing along at with all these people who were convinced that they knew, like, the secret truth, which is when, like, the internet was all worked up and Nintendo started posting pictures of burning Chibi Robo to their Twitter.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That was a good time. Good Nintendo.
But, like, they normally don't play along when people think that they've got shit figured out. So, like, I think we're going to see this thing in Q4. This is a tentpole Nintendo franchise, and I believe that this actually does directly interact with another piece of news that we have. Because Tom Nook is going to have to do apparently a little bit more heavy lifting. Because somebody else is not going to be around for a while to do some heavy lifting.
That's fair, though.
Yeah.
We'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I think that one, I think, is a good call.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's the skinny. I'm excited regardless. Like, anytime people are like Kingdom Hearts and Animal Crossing, I'm like, Animal Crossing! Tom Nook, let me give you my bells. I don't even need the house. I just want to give you money. Let me give you money. Give you money.
Don't do that. I mean, Nook works hard, but, like, at least take some goods on your way out.
Nook's a
Don't just give the
dirtbag.
goon money.
He's a dirtbag.
Let me give him money.
He's not a dirtbag, dude.
He's a good guy. He donates his profits to an orphanage, you fuck. He's a good boy.
He's a pinnacle of the society, dude. That's not the right word. There's a better word. He's a community leader, man.
He is, and Rocky doesn't want to kill him.
I don't want to kill Tom Nook.
See? We're good.
One of these days, you're going to be fucking hanging out with Tom Nook and being like, this is all cool. At which point, Tom Nook is going to be like, let me introduce you to your new neighbor, Elon Muskrat. And, like...
So wait, hold on. So in this scenario, I'm angry at Tom Nook because it's his fault that Elon Muskrat lives next to me now?
Well, okay. It turns out that, like, he's cool with Elon Muskrat. They roll deep. They do the same kind of bullshit thing. Like, turns out, like, you know, like the bed you can get in Animal Crossing that kind of looks like a car?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I'm trying to get my Mario Kart on this. You know?
You know, that would actually be, like, pretty in canon, since, like, Animal Crossing does crossovers with Mario Kart.
Yeah. So, I'm just saying that, like, it's all well and good now. Next thing you know, Tom Nook's running for president as a centrist.
Oh, shit.
I don't think he'd run for president as a centrist, but, like, I'd probably vote for Tom Nook.
You see, and
you
that's
know what's actually really weird? I don't know why Tom Nook's not the mayor, you know? Like, because even, like, in the one where, like, you're straight up the mayor on accident because, like, they can't tell the difference between you and the real mayor. Like, Tom Nook could totally probably be, like, the mayor. Maybe at least an alderman.
Because he is the power behind the throne.
I don't know. He doesn't funnel you money, right?
Yeah, no, he doesn't tell you to do anything.
No, he just saddles you with oppressive debt, and then he'll do whatever the fuck he wants.
But you never have to pay it back if you don't want to.
Also, in the one where you're the mayor, I don't think you're saddled with debt immediately with Tom Nook.
Nope. Only if you want to upgrade your house.
Mm-hmm. And that's just like, you know, your mortgage or whatever.
And that's still like a no-interest payment.
Fuck. Imagine if they fucked us up with interest, Tegan.
Oh, God. We'd be so boned. Boned.
It's like, your bill is now 3 million bells. I haven't paid in 6 months. Yeah, you haven't made any payments in 6 months. You owe me 3 million bells. Like,
yep, and you just be like, well, fuck, this is my life, I guess.
Welcome to Animal Crossing Foreclosure Edition.
Oh, Jesus.
But Tom Nook's chill like that. He understands, you know?
Sometimes you don't want to leave your house for months at a time. Hey, I get it.
He understands your depressive episodes, and he supports you through them.
I'm telling you, Brian. Tom Nook's boys, dude. Fuck, I want to have Brian stream like Animal Crossing now. I just want to watch Brian interact with Animal Crossing for a couple hours a week.
Dude, I love Animal Crossing. I can't wait for this thing to come out.
It's going to be major worth.
But who knows if it'll come out in April or May or whatever the fuck.
I can tell you. Like, you want me to look at my crystal ball? It's not coming out in April.
Yeah, look at your crystal ball.
It is not coming out in April.
Tegan can read with our cards. Tegan, see if Animal Crossing can come out.
I will try. I don't know if I could be that specific, but I'll give it a shot.
I respect it.
I'm trying, man. Reading cards is simultaneously easier and harder than I thought it would be.
Oh?
Yeah.
Tell me about that. I'm interested.
So for everybody who doesn't know, I got some tarot cards on our break. And I'm like, I'm gonna learn how to do it. And so I'm learning how to do it. I got them blessed. I did the thing, or cleared, or whatever the heck. With white sage. And it was very nice. And it was not... It was an interesting experience. But anyway, First things first, my cards are smartasses, because all they've done is call me out.
Alright.
In that way that only they can do, if that makes any sense. That doesn't make any sense at all, but that's okay. And then, all they've done so far is call Alex out, also, on his bullshit. But I did do a love reading for my friend, and it was basically like, wow. And she was like, this is weird. And I'm like, yeah, I'll do one for me. And it was like, yep. That's exactly what's going on. Wow. I don't like it. I like it, but I don't like it. It's interesting. But, like, I don't have all the, like, meanings memorized or anything, so I need my big old book. Where I'm just like, how does this work? What does this mean? Please explain.
What kind of deck did you get?
I got a manga deck.
Of course you did. Fuck.
Of course I fucking did. I like the art on it, though.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Let me find it. It's based on a Read White deck. There it is. Copy image. Paste image. Oh, I guess I should paste it in the Skype chat, shouldn't I? I should! That's how this works. There's my little chat. And then paste. Boop! That's what it looks like. The cards are all really pretty. Like, I really like them a lot. I like a lot of the I don't know, like the symbolism in them? Because they're not like, I don't know.
I feel like I've seen this deck before. Text by Barbara Moore. Who's the artist?
It says in the book who the artist is.
Oh well. Well, it's mystical manga tarot deck for anyone who's interested in looking it up.
Yeah, it's very pretty. I think it's very pretty. I don't know. I like a lot of the art. I like that it's not like, I don't know. It's not like super manga-y, you know? The way some of the other ones are. It's not like super shoujo or shonen. It feels more neutral than that. It feels more like it's manga influenced than like a straight up manga deck.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
I don't know. It's just pretty. I thought it was pretty, and that was one of the things that they said to do, is like, pick a deck you like. Pick one that makes sense for you, I guess. Whatever. I don't know. I like it. It's fun. But I don't know how to do stuff yet. Very well. But I'm trying. I'm working on it. Gonna learn some stuff. I don't know. But yeah. Any advice, Rocky? I'm doing a good. With the powers of the future.
How long have you had that deck again?
A week.
Okay. So like, what I try to do whenever I have a new deck, I try to keep it on my person for about a week. Mm-hmm. Just to get used to having it around. Apparently it's supposed to help with the tuning. Who knows how that really works anyways.
It seems pretty tuned in.
Yeah, I also read cards really conservatively, like just in general. Like I try not to say more than like the bare minimum as far as like cards connecting. But like that's usually related to like the vagueness of like things like tarot. So it's helpful for me more often than not. But I don't like thinking of the cards as saying anything really specific. And as far as like trying to like reveal any large truth, it's mostly just kind of like a shift in perspective. I can't call it objective or anything, but I don't know, just try to see, I guess try to consider that the cards are looking at a particular viewpoint rather than trying to like look at everything.
Right. That makes sense.
Also, like, tarot cards is definitely, like, a cheap parlor trick, and the sooner that, like, you're able to, like, accept that, reading cards becomes a lot easier and a lot more fun.
Oh, yeah, no, it's definitely, like, I'm having fun with it. It's just, I don't know. Feels weird, man.
Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely weird. Like, super weird. Holy shit. Oh, man. It's definitely fun. It's not an everyday thing. But it's a fun every, like, once in a while thing.
Rocky?
Yes?
On this document, it says Final Fantasy XIV rating and mahjong?
Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Final Fantasy XIV is an MMO that I've recently gotten back into since they announced the new expansion coming this summer, Shadowbringers. A slight disappointment. Okay, I don't want to call this a disappointment, but it kind of is. With Shadowbringers, they're introducing a new race that you can make a new character for. It is the Viera. For people who don't know, Viera are the bunny girls that I believe were originally introduced in Final Fantasy Tactics, possibly Tactics Advance, but were first rendered in 3D in Final Fantasy 12. And they're definitely like the goofy, sexy bunny girl, which is just honestly like a sexy girl with like obnoxiously tall like bunny ears. It's very silly, but they did a visual trailer for like the faces that you'll be able to make or some of those features that you'll be able to use today. But my experience has mostly been raiding endgame content, which I am about 2/3 of the way through right now. Like, we're working on the third fight, and we're about 60% through that. And learning how to play Mahjong, because they added Rishi Mahjong to the game, named after one of the countries in the game, Doman Mahjong. And Mahjong is a very old, very interesting, very storied, originally Chinese, Japanese adapted, tile-based community game. And I'm learning it for the memes, and it's kind of fucking tough. Like, it's breaking my heart a little bit.
You got me tempted. This is something that I guess came up between us earlier this week when you're like, yeah, I'm out here with Mahjong. And I'm like, man, Mahjong.
Actually, I believe the quote was, fuck Mahjong, guys.
Oh, no.
Cause, oh man. Like, it's forcing me to play this game in a way that I don't normally play games.
Mm-hmm.
Cause, Mahjong, so the goal of Mahjong is to make a winning hand, similar to like Gin Rummy, where, you try to put together small groups, which I believe are still called melds, which are just groups of 3, which are either triplets or, straights of 3, pieces. There are 4 suits, which are dots, characters, bamboo, and honor tiles. And honor tiles are made up of the 4 winds, 3 of a kind each, and 3 dragons, red, white, and green.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're trying to make a complete hand, which is 3 melds, so like 3 straights or 3 triplets, and a pair, adding up to 14 tiles. Each turn you have 13 tiles in your hand, and you draw a tile each turn, but you can occasionally take a tile from someone else's discard pile to complete one of these melds. But that, while that is a way to make a hand faster, it definitely reveals what you're doing, and especially since there's a mechanic in the game where you need to have a yaku, which I don't know the translation for, but it's essentially a theme to your hand, whether you use only numbered tiles between 2 and 8, which is called a tanyao, or if you are holding either the round's wind, because each round is named after a wind, or the wind that you're currently seated in, because your position denotes what wind you represent in this round, or if you have a triplet of dragons, or something that's more complicated, like for example 13 orphans, which is if you have a 1 and a 9 of each of the 3 suits, and each one of each honor tile, so each of the 4 winds and 1 of each dragon, which is the rarest hand statistically in the game, but it's worth a shit ton of points. So it's sometimes when you're trying to like complete meld, you lose track of like putting together a theme. And so like playing Mahjong aggressively is usually not well received, especially if anyone is playing with even the slightest amount of restraint. So like you end up playing the game very conservatively, you guard your tiles, you try your best to not let people know what you have, which is more difficult in a digital game, I think, because it signals for you on the table for everyone to see whether or not you can take that tile. But in real life, you would just have to like look and see if it's a tile that you want to take.
Sure.
But man, like I'm used to playing games like pretty aggressively in general. Like if I see an opening, I usually try to dive after it, but I don't know how to play this game aggressively. So I've been like basically shuttered to play very conservatively. I have to sit on tiles and like let things go by and hope that the thing that I need like draws. And I found some success that way. And like, while I have won a couple of hands playing really aggressively, I've definitely lost a lot more. And most of the advice that I found on the internet, on boards, in the game itself, apparently Mahjong is a game that you play not to lose in general, since there are so many hands, and it's best that you sit down and take your time and like try to build a really good hand, even if it doesn't pan out, rather than trying to have a winning hand every round. which is like really different for me. It's a really different pace. Even in this game itself, honestly, like, Mahjong is probably, I've had more trouble with Mahjong than I have with actual raiding. Because, like, raiding is definitely a lot more solved, and there's a lot more ways to be aggressive, and I already know how to play the class. I don't know how to play Mahjong, but I'm working on it. I'm usually, like, spending my evenings playing for about an hour or two before I go to bed. I might actually start streaming it at some point, but who knows? If someone knows how to play Mahjong, please help me. I definitely need help. I'm trying to climb this ladder. Like, oh my god. And I remember Brian and I were talking about it. Brian doesn't want to play Final Fantasy 14, so, like, he's probably not going to play Mahjong with me, but we did look into, like, playing other games on PS4, and it turns out there's only one actual, like, competitive Mahjong game on PS4, and it's Japan only for obvious reasons. So, unless Brian wants to jump on the JP store with me, I don't think we're going to be able to stream Duo Mahjong anytime soon.
It's a struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know what's less of a struggle?
What?
Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I'm jumping feet first, really, into, I guess, my first serious attempt to finish a Pokemon game.
Wait, what?
Yup.
You've never finished a Pokemon game?
That's correct.
Brian, they're made for children. Like, come on.
Jesus, Rocky, if I had known that there was this much shame here, I would have left this off the dock.
Okay, man, I'm sorry. Tell me about Let's Go Pikachu, man.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay.
So as a result, like, there's stuff I think about this game which, like, a lot of people are getting to take for granted or go like, oh, well, this is this. All right, fine, fuck this. Fuck this in the ear. I know this. I'm an old hand. Like, it's so weird because anytime I go and, like, look for any information on something online, they're like, first of all, you should know this, dumbass. And I'm like, man, look, leave me alone. And it's kind of odd because, like, there's things I take for granted the ability to do in a JRPG, which are harder to do in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu because of a design decision they made.
Like what?
So I reached a point where I was like, oh, this is a part where I should go grind. I should be making the Pokemon I usually carry around with me stronger. But because Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee doesn't have random battles, because the way you encounter Pokemon in the wild is to, like, catch them like you do in Pokemon Let's Go, then in the amount of XP that you get for doing that is pretty minimal. The total number of opportunities you have to, like, grab a bunch of XP is greatly reduced.
Oh, about that, in Let's Go, since they carry over the candy system from Pokemon Go, they added a new stat to Pokemon for Let's Go. It's called the Awakening value, and you do that by feeding your Pokemon candies. And it, like, invisibly buffs your stats when you feed them the candies, and, like, they become a lot more apparent when they level. Like, I saw someone, like, beat the Pokemon League with, like, a level 3 Metapod that they maxed out the Awaken value on. And they took it to the actual Pokemon League with level 50-something Pokemon, and they ended up sweeping it, and they finished at level 88.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, it's dumb, but, like,
I should be feeding these things candy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever you catch the Pokemon, you get, like, a certain number of candies, and it's, like, specific to the Pokemon, like, species or whatever. And then you just give the Pokemon that candy, and they get stronger.
I thought the only thing I should be using the candy for was to aid in the catching process.
No, those are fruits?
Yeah, that's fruit.
Like raspberries and so on?
Yeah,
those
no,
are,
but there's
that's fruit. That's different. There's
a candy that's like straight up like Metapod candy, Pikachu candy. It should be in your inventory.
Fuck me.
You get those from transferring stuff to the professor too.
Oh yeah, I got to figure out how to do that. I went to the cliff, and there was a man who was a Pokemon on the cliff.
Was it Bill?
And I pulled. His name was Bill, and I pulled a lever, and he's not a Pokemon no more. Mm-hmm. And he's like, by the way, did you know that you could send Pokemon back home to Professor Oak? And I'm like, okay. Do you have any further documentation on that? And he's like, nah, man, get the fuck out of my house.
Well, it's on the computer. You can use any of the computers in the Pokemon Center now.
You can also send them straight from your menu where you have all the Pokemon. If you go in the Pokemon menu, where all your Pokemon are stored, if you hit, I think it's Y, there'll be an option that pops up that says send to Professor, and you can select every Pokemon you don't want and send it to him.
That sounds real smart.
Yeah, it's real easy. It's real easy.
Do I get stuff for doing that?
Yeah, you get candy for doing it.
Which buffs your Pokemon.
Sometimes you get extra stuff, but usually you just get candy. And then you can also take your Pokemon with you for walks if you got the Pokeball Plus, and that will earn you just candy specific for that Pokemon.
Man.
I'm actually walking with my Venusaur in Pokemon Go right now, like the phone game, and I swear to God, I'm giving them max CP. Like, I'm working so hard. I walk like 17 kilometers a week. Like, God damn it.
So I got to like a boat. I went to a boat.
The SSN.
Yeah. You see, again, I told you, you're like, the SSN, dumbass. Everybody knows the SSN.
I'm not dumbassing you, man. I'm just excited. I remember these things.
Yeah. So I went to a boat, and there were a bunch of sailors on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're
you
all...
fought them all, right?
Huh?
Did you fight them all?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Good. Fuck them up. Also, I love that the 10-year-old kid can walk onto a boat and fuck up all these sailors. That sounds hilarious.
And rich people.
Yeah, fuck those rich people. And they have a Growlithe? I want that fucking Growlithe.
Also, like, naming your Pokemon is fun.
Yeah, it's the best, man.
Yeah.
I played like a run of like... No, I think it was Heart Gold. Heart Gold, where I named all my Pokemon after like historic great warriors. It was a really good time.
Let's see here. I've got one of them there. Angry Dog Pokemon.
There's a couple of those.
Yeah, and I named
Tiger
it...
Stripes?
Huh?
Does it have tiger stripes?
It does, yes.
Yeah, that's Growlithe.
And I named it Nick Gage.
The poor thing.
What? It's bad that I named my Growlithe after a deathmatch wrestler?
Man, but Growlithe's a good boy.
Yeah.
Growlithe is a good boy.
I also, like, did probably the most predictable thing with naming my Pikachu.
Oh.
You named it Denki? Or Taser?
I named it Deadpool.
Oh, Jesus.
That works, actually.
Yeah. And I was like, fine.
Are you buying him little outfits?
Yeah. So he's got a little outfit, so now he's dressed like I was at the beginning of the game.
Aw, cute.
And then I'm dressed up like Pikachu, so we look like a couple of assholes.
Yay! The Eevee outfit? The Eevee outfit is low-key adorable. You get little plaid shorts. It's great. I want the Eevee outfit as like actual clothing.
So I enjoyed like going into the Pokemon Club, and this guy's like, "Do you want to listen to me talk?" And I'm like, "Fine, fuck it. This is a JRPG."
Don't listen to I talk. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, and like I listened to him talk, and then he's like, "Fine, here's some outfits," and I'm like, "Cool, good times." And so then I went to. So what's the name of this town that I'm in right now?
Vermilion City?
Yeah, so I went to the Vermilion City gym, and like I just took a brief survey of like the levels required there, and I'm like, I'm a little bit underleveled, which is kind of like where I'm now. I'm on that grind. But like the first day I played this game, I played it for like 8 hours straight, like a bad person. I was just like, all right.
Dude, that's just Pokemon, dude. Congratulations.
Do you
Enjoy
have a
yourself.
ground type?
You should be able to get a Diglett, like, in the cave east of Vermilion City.
Yeah, you're gonna want one of those.
Also, like, the fun thing about Let's Go is that you kind of really don't have to grind because of how broken the awakening system is, as long as you have candy. So if you take your Pikachu, just stuff a bunch of like Pikachu candies in its face, and then throw it right back into the battle and let it go nuts.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds aggressive.
It's a little aggressive, yeah. You could do something a little like less aggressive. The game gives you those options, man. Actually, I've been meaning to do like a Nuzlocke run lately, and I haven't. Brian, a Nuzlocke run of a Pokemon game is when you play through a normal playthrough, but if you allow a Pokemon... Well, no, first you have to catch whatever Pokemon shows up. So, like, if there's a Pokemon that you see in the field, you have to catch it if you have an open slot. And if your Pokemon faints, you have to, like, release it back into the wild instead of, like, continuing to, like, train it. It's a pretty tough, like, strategic thing. A lot of people like to plan theirs, but I haven't done any like Pokemon challenges in a long time, so like I kind of want to fuck around with it.
Man. So I'm enjoying it. This is a video game I am enjoying.
I'm happy for you, man.
Yay!
Yeah.
I picked up Wargroove last night. Like, just grabbed it off the store because, like, I saw it. It's kind of Advance War-ish, but in a fantasy universe, which is totally my jam. There's a dog that's, like, in some armor. His name is Caesar. He is a very good boy. Your country's being invaded. You have to try to repel the invaders. Your third section is that you gotta, like, move refugees, like, out of the country as it's being taken over because you can't defend it anymore. We're gonna go to a neighboring country to try to get some help. And, like, I can't wait to see what this neighboring country could do. I'm pretty sure, like, there's, like, nation-specific, like, units. Because I know, like, at the moment, like, everyone has their version of the same shit. Like, they all have pikemen, they all have, like, sword users, they all have, like, horsemen and shit, and they have commanders. But I want to see where they diverge. At the moment, the game's just trying to teach me stuff.
Right.
You can heal off of, like, buildings that you've, like, captured, like, towns, villages, and like barracks or whatever. But the cool thing about this one is that unlike in Advance Wars where you just had to like leave a unit on like a friendly like structure and that's how they would heal, you can heal in one turn, but you gotta spend money to do it. But the trade-off is that you weaken the defenses of that like structure when you heal yourself. So for example, if you have a full health village, like 10 health points, and like a half-health swordsman at 5 points, you can pay, say something like, I think it's like half the unit's like value, which is 75 gold, to heal your soldier back to full health, but now the village loses those 5 health points. So like you endanger structures by drawing upon them with your soldiers, which I think is a really interesting like mechanic that hopefully is important later. Also, like, every character has, like, every unit has the ability to, like, land a critical hit to deal more damage. And mostly the game still follows the rules of Advance Wars where even if you don't have, like, a particular, like, rock, paper, scissors win, it's usually better to be aggressive because you can whittle them down. So even if they counterattack, they have less forces to do so with. Back to critical hits. Like if, like for example, a swordsman, as long as it's standing next to your commander, it'll always deal like increased damage. So it's good to have like a swordsman guard follow around your like commander, which is just like good tactics. And like archers deal critical hits if they are able to attack without moving. So it's a good idea to find a spot where an archer can sit around and just take pot shots, which is kind of what you want to do with them anyways. So they're using this critical hit system to try to foster good tactics, which I think is really neat. All cutscenes are skippable. You just gotta hold down a button, and after 3 seconds, it'll go ahead and skip the animation, and it's all animations. Like the old combat animations that usually get long and drawn out, to like the opening cutscene, to any cutscenes throughout the game. So it feels a lot like Fantasy Advance Wars, but faster, and I'm really excited about it. I finished the first chapter, got 3 stars and everything. I had to grind one of them because one of them I fucked up real bad. But then, I tightened up my tactics and I got a lot better. And heading on to Act 2 and seeing what that will do for me, I guess.
Nice. I'm still not sure if I want to fuck with it. So definitely let's check in with it in a week and, let me know if it's still a good time.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I got some irons in the fire and we're about to get like, February's got some stuff in it.
Wait, so, really?
Yeah.
That's weird. I don't think anything's on my radar for February. I was just going to catch up on Monster Hunter.
Yeah, like for February, what do we got in February? You see, I'm surprised you're not going to get on that God Eater train.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna. Like, I've messed around with God Eater when they were saying that it was, like, very much like not Fire Emblem, very much like Monster Hunter.
Right.
But it was around that time when, like, I was messing around with different stuff. Because I got in with, like, 3U. And I know what I like about Monster Hunter. I kind of like how colorful and, like, neutral it is. I like the interesting fights. And I like the way that, like, you have to, or that you're able to essentially, like, grind forever. Like, I kind of like that aspect because every time I do the fight, I get a little bit better, and I like that, like, incremental progress. But I don't like the edgy nonsense of it, Like, that's kind of why I didn't play Dragon's Dogma. And to be honest, it's a lot of what pushed me away from, like, Dark Souls and, like, Bloodborne. Like, I understand, like, the game itself is really good, but, like, its aesthetic has never really vibed with me. And, like, Monster Hunter's aesthetic, while is pretty, like, storied, like, it's long-standing, it doesn't seem like especially, like, off-putting to me. So, like, I like just hanging around with, like, neutral dragon monsters or whatever. It's cool.
So, February, like, I guess God Eater aside, has got Crackdown 3, Far Cry New Dawn, Metro Exodus, and then I guess for those that are into that sort of thing, it's also got, how do you say, Jump Force?
Oh, that's right. Jump Force is coming out in February.
Yeah. Yep. So it's got that Jump Force. This also, again, for those that are into that kind of thing, Trials Rising. If you want to play the motorcycle bike game and fall down a lot, here comes Trials. And again, for those that are into that sort of thing, Anthem. Although based on some of the stuff that I've been hearing about the public beta, nobody's going to be into that kind of thing.
Damn, really? I've heard good things about Anthem.
There were some issues with like people like crashing as like they would like load into instances and stuff like that.
No, I do remember that.
But I definitely want to screw with Metro Exodus. Like, definitely some interesting looking stuff going on there, and I think Crackdown 3 is going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I'm going to go ahead and sign up for Xbox Game Pass. At this point, like, the amount of value that they're providing for that thing is just fucking ridiculous. It's like, yep, play all the new games, $10 a month. But then again, it occurs to me that, like, that's also bad. And so I just made a speech about that on Twitter. Yep. And so I'm like, maybe I should just buy Crackdown 3. So, I don't know. Guys, I went to see some wrestling. Like, a lot of wrestling.
I think I heard about that.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's weird, man, is like, when I was watching this week's episode of NXT, I was there for the taping because they taped, for NXT, they taped the week after's episode of NXT before Takeover, which is the big NXT show. So they taped the NXT episode. And so I was there when it happened, and it's so fucking weird. I'm like, look, there I am. There I am. It was a strange feels. Like, being like, there I am, completely unavoidable in the audience. I think that, like, there is a point past which I would say that, like, unless you're deeply invested in this shit, don't go. Because the Royal Rumble, I think, was, like, probably for somebody who isn't deeply invested in this shit, I would say would be, like, pretty inaccessible. And there were enough people in the audience that, like, drove me nuts. Like, there was some guy in the row behind me who would, like, not stop talking about, like, lady wrestler butts, and he was definitely driving Beth and I crazy. But there was, like, a much better vibe at Takeover. And I think it's because, like, Takeover is a much more, like, dedicated fan base as opposed to, like, a more broad spectrum fan base. The people who are bothering to go to Takeover are people who are like, yay, I'm really into wrestling. As opposed to, like, people who are like, oh, I remember WWE or, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. So that was a much cooler crowd. And so I didn't encounter any of that bullshit. Mm. So that was a lot of fun, and the wrestling that I saw for the most part at Takeover was all, like, ridiculous, like, 5-star matches, like, holy shit level quality, like, wrestling. Nice. Then, like, at the Rumble, there was some wrestling, like, the very first match, like, I just turned to Beth and I was like, that was bad. Which was, like, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Rusev, and it was like, Shinsuke Nakamura is literally that guy who just shows up at work and says he's going to go get a cup of coffee and then comes back, like, an hour later. And you're like, you don't want to be here, do you? That's Shinsuke Nakamura. It was a lot of fun for the most part. There was a thing that was on, that I went to on Friday, which was, WWE Access, which is where, like, they set it up. It was like a convention, and you would go and you could see, like, various exhibits, like various pieces of memorabilia from their internal company archive, which was cool. So, like, you could go see, like, Ric Flair's first entrance robe, that kind of thing. And you could, like, meet various wrestlers. And also they had, like, turned part of the convention center into an area for doing a TV taping. So it was like, go see, like, WWE wrestling with an audience, which is at max, like, 150, maybe 200 people, which was, like, crazy because there were so many people who would, like, rather stand in line to meet this person or that person than actually get a chance to, like, sit front row in such an intimate setting. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I want to sit front row for these TV tapings. And they taped 2 episodes of NXT UK while I was there. So it was like a chance to see a whole bunch of, like, British wrestlers that I love. Mm-hmm. And, like, I took a coworker from work, this guy named Alex. Alex is Chinese and has, like, kind of like a vague awareness of wrestling. Like, wrestling wasn't even, like, legal in China until, like, 14 years ago. Yeah.
Yep. True fact.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, professional wrestling was made legal in China 14 years ago. So, like, people didn't really grow up with pro wrestling in China. Mm-hmm. And so, like, at one point while we're there, Alex leans over to me and goes, "This is all fake, right?" And I'm like, well, Alex, it's scripted. You know, it doesn't mean it's fake. It means that the outcomes are predetermined, but the athleticism you're seeing is real. And he goes, okay. You know, thinking that's kind of a dismissive bullshit answer. And then, like, a match later, this like big dude, Dave Mastiff, hits a particularly like impressive move for his size. Like, you know, if you were listening to this, please look up a picture of Dave Mastiff for reference. And then picture that dude moonsaulting.
What's a moonsault?
A moonsault is when someone does a backflip splash. So they're doing a backflip and then landing on their opponent.
Okay.
Yeah. So he does a standing moonsault. And when he comes up, he's got a little bit of blood in his mustache and beard. And like Alex looks at me and goes, "This is fucking real." And I'm like, "Yep, this is what I wanted." And like he ended up like having a really good time and being like, "Yeah, if you go to more, just let me know." And I'm like, all right. This is good. I'm glad he had a good time. Access also turned out to be like a really good deal for the value. It was like $30 to get in, and you know, got to sit through like 2 TV tapings and a Q&A with Triple H. I was like, why are people standing over there in line for autographs? Like, Triple H is doing a Q&A, and there's like 150 people here for the Q&A. That's it. So I got to like ask the game a question, and it was really weird because like that shit was like streamed live to Facebook. So I went back and I found the archive of the Q&A on Facebook, and there were definitely people being like, "This guy asking a question right now is annoying." I was like, awesome, I'm annoying. But yeah, a lot of fun. It's definitely a very different feel than like going to like an indie show, but I guess that's true of any kind of art. Like going to like a large, glossy, you know, corporate backed event is definitely going to be different than like an indie event in every kind of way. But I'm really glad I went. I think that like given the opportunity, I would probably could keep on going to like NXT shows, and I'd probably go to Raw or SmackDown, but I don't think I would ever do one of the big pay-per-views again. I'm glad I did it, but like the big pay-per-views are such a fucking hassle, especially getting your folding chair out of there.
You have to bring your own folding chair?
No. So what happens is that when you buy floor seats, when you're on the floor up at the very, very front, they have made a bunch of commemorative floor seats. So like if you go on like eBay and you search like WrestleMania folding chair or something, you'll find the commemorative seats that were on the floor for that particular event, and they do it for like every event. And so then you need to get out of the arena with your chair because you get to keep your chair. Now what's wild is there is this whole market out there for these chairs. Like people want to collect them, which means you can, in theory, recover a lot of the cost of attending an event by selling your chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. So there are already like, I'm already seeing chairs for the events I went to online. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna hold on to this, the chair, but like, I gotta think on it. I gotta think.
Mm-hmm.
Wrestling is what happens when a bunch of really athletic theater kids get together.
It really is. It really is. I'm still. I've narrowed down. Like I think I know like what you're gonna sit through, Tegan. I'm pretty sure. I look forward to pulling that together. Probably be our next watch along. At this point, I don't know what watch-alongs have... Actually, at this point, I know what watch-alongs have come out, which the answer is none of the new ones. And I'll just say this.
Exactly one previously.
Yeah, but what I'll say is there's one that hasn't come out yet, which I profoundly apologize for, and I'm very sorry.
Oh my god. Like, it's fine.
Rocky says it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
The house isn't on fire, it's just fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The world doesn't stop, guys, which means there's news. Do we want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's get to it. So y'all, GameStop's in trouble. Their stock has been plummeting after they announced that they are no longer looking for a buyer, losing up to 25% of their stock price. The video game retailer has been facing increasing financial difficulties as brick-and-mortar video game stores lose out to digital purchases, which is, just the rent is too damn high. GameStop has began exploring the possibility of selling itself to another company last June, but announced that this is no longer an option for the company they're pursuing. In a blog post, GameStop said, the board has terminated efforts to pursue the sale of a company due to the lack of available financing terms that would be commercially acceptable to a prospective acquirer. As of Friday night, their stock price was hanging around $11.28 in early morning trading as a result of the announcement.
Jeez. I have so many feelings.
Well, man, I just hope this doesn't go the way of Sears. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure what GameStop should be going forward. Because, Sears and actually Toys R Us did the wrong thing. I'm not going to talk about Toys R Us right now, but Sears was mostly operating under the assumption that the internet was a fad. People would be coming back into stores in no time. And then they just watched as all their customers left forever. And, I mean, GameStop has definitely done some things. They've diversified. They bought Cricket, have since sold Cricket. And they diversified into merchandise and, other, swag and whatnot. And that's kind of cool. But it is a space that's, also occupied by, ThinkGeek. Wait, isn't ThinkGeek under the...
They own ThinkGeek.
Yeah, okay, they do own ThinkGeek. So, ThinkGeek is probably better as its own thing. I'm not really sure how GameStop needs to adapt, but they need to adapt. It's super important. Otherwise, they're just going to, wither away. And I like GameStop. I'm kind of mad that EB Games isn't around either, and Hollywood Video as well. But... I hope that they find a spot in the new marketplace because, at the moment, their market share is definitely shrinking.
I think that GameStop kept the EB Games brand alive in Canada.
Yep.
Oh, neat.
From what I understand, there are no stores left branded Babbage's, which makes me sad. I definitely recognize that they are in partially a hell of their own making. Digital retail is part of it, sure. But I also think that endless consolidation of retailers and retailer specific pre-order bonuses also have to be part of it as well. Let's say I want to buy the new video game. Fuckface 5000. And I'm like, man, I really want to get me Fuckface 5000. But, I want to wait to see what the reviews are like. And then I see that Best Buy has got a thing where if I pre-order from them, then Fuckface will ride a skateboard which says, live free or die on it. And I'm like, man... If I want to get Fuckface with that cool skateboard, then I got to get it from Best Buy. Then I check in with GameStop and I'm like, you guys got the live free or die skateboard for Fuckface? And they're like, no, if you buy it here, he rides a skateboard that says pecans are delicious. And this shit just unnaturally moves sand around the box as far as market share goes, based on pre-order bonuses. And I think a lot of people just give up because they don't want to deal with this shit. You can't, unless you're buying 5 or 6 copies of the game get all of the pre-order bonuses. Generally what will happen is that all of those pre-order bonuses will get rolled up into a Game of the Year edition like a year later. So that way you get all of Fuckface's skateboards. But by then, like, somebody's already said fuck it and, like, bought the game used somewhere else or something. Like, I think that increasing consolidation, retailer-specific pre-orders, and, like, too big a desire to pivot from their core business. Like, Rocky, have you ever bought a Funko Pop at GameStop?
No, I've never bought a Funko Pop.
Okay, all right. So when you walk into GameStop and like 30% of the store's physical footprint is like bullshit, do you buy any of that bullshit?
I used to when I was younger. I don't anymore.
Okay. I don't have any numbers. I haven't read their most recently like quarterly earnings disclosures, but I don't know how many people walk in there and buy bullshit.
Well, like, I mean, people buy the bullshit because like they're gonna buy it elsewhere. You know, they'll buy it at ThinkGeek, they'll buy it at Hot Topic. Because like, I mean, a lot of people that like buy things from GameStop aren't like, you know, hardcore collectors. It's like kids and parents of those kids. You know,
it depends on the bullshit too. Like, t-shirts, action figures, those things are, like, less likely, I think. But, like, Funko Pops go wherever they're put. Like, honestly. Because the collectors of Funko Pops literally go to every location looking for certain pops. Anything that's, like, a nice, high-quality statue, that goes pretty well. And then it's like fun drinkware and card game stuff. But like some of the extra bullshit, I feel like doesn't. This is my opinion, you know, not the opinion of GameStop. But like some of the other bullshit, like we don't need, like at all, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I like to think of myself as someone who's fashion conscious, possibly even fashion forward, and I'm not really going to GameStop for apparel. And like,
nah, you're not, definitely not. Although we do have a really cool Deku hat right now. It's got like it's got the little ears from his fucking stupid hero suit. It looks great. But like you could get that if that was at like Lunchbox or Hot Topic or something. Like it would just as easily, if not easier, be easier to sell there. You know.
I am still kind of kicking myself.
Why?
Because there was a plushie of like a fall harvest like Mimikyu at like GameStop, and I didn't get it. I should have done it.
Like the stuff that's like exclusive, like the Pokemon Center exclusive merch. That's nice to have. The Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Magic the Gathering, like that's still games. And a lot of people who play video games are into that stuff too, so it makes sense. Like, regular t-shirts, socks, like, other apparel, like, you're not coming to GameStop for that stuff. Right. Please stop making us sell it, 'cause it doesn't go anywhere. Until it's on, like, super clearance, and then it's buy one, get one 50% off clearance. Like, we have so much just stuff that goes to clearance, and so much of the stuff that sells isn't what's going to clearance, you know? It's just frustrating, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
The high-quality anime figures always go. It's crazy.
I believe it.
They do. Like, the comic book figures, not as much. But, like, Goku, gone. Gohan, gone. Vegeta, gone. Like, the fucking, the nice Overwatch statues, gone. You know? Like, that's kind of nice.
Okay, but Tegan. Who's better? The short hair Videl or ponytail Videl costume?
The what? The who?
Videl from Dragon Ball Z?
Oh, I haven't seen. Let me look. Who Videl?
Oh, man.
Oh, he's in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, she just got announced. And she has two costumes. Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Ponytail Videl.
Or
That's
I guess
her pigtail outfit. Yeah, pigtail outfit. Pigtail Vidal. That's cuter.
Bet.
That a big mood right there. But yeah, like the high quality stuff goes, and like that's what people want, and that's what I feel like it should be. Like, be the larger focus than
Give
like
the people what they want. GameStop.
get rid of the t-shirts and the socks, please.
Oh,
like
shit.
maybe bring them in around Christmas for like stocking stuffer stuff, but other than that, like don't make us sell it all year round. Jesus,
Oh man.
please.
Socks?
Socks.
Actually, a friend of mine got me
Crew
a pair of
socks.
Street Fighter
Footy
4 socks
Oof.
for like my birthday once.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you got them from GameStop.
Probably. They cool though. There's like tall knee socks that are like have like very specific printed designs on them that when they're stretched out they look terrible. There's like your regular crew socks in a variety of styles and a variety of like gaming stuff exhibited, and then there's like crew socks and footy socks. The footy socks are the ones that just go up to your ankle and don't actually like poke out from your shoe. In case you're wondering.
Well, I have an idea on what they could do.
Yeah?
What if instead of doing any of these helpful things you suggested, Tegan,
Mm-hmm.
they instead started referring to customers as young as 5 as whales?
What?
Well, obviously, Brian, then they would stop being in debt, and they would obviously be a billion-dollar company.
Yeah,
What?
so
How
here's
about instead fucking Fortnite gives us fucking V-Buck cards? God! Let us sell V-Buck cards. We'll make all the money.
The
All the
exclusive
money.
deal GameStop.
Exclusive V-Buck cards at GameStop. You want your V-Bucks for Fortnite? You can only get the cards at GameStop. Do it. That would make you all the money. You'd be done. That'd be it. No parent would. I need some V-Bucks for my Fortnite. Yeah, we got that. Like, that'd be it. We're done.
And if they talked like Rockstar into like giving them like an exclusive shark card contract with a shark card that was like comparable to like the first the like initial shark card you get from buying the game, like they would make so much money.
So, Facebook, right?
Facebook, right?
They're
Fuck
a large
Facebook.
company.
Yeah, they're run by the Robot Man.
A online gaming specific website was able to make an information request regarding the class action suit against Facebook for allowing children to make unfettered purchases through that network. They were able to get documents unsealed regarding refunds for games. According to the documents, Facebook conducted analysis on users playing Facebook games after employees began expressing concern internally. The results found the average age of Angry Birds players on Facebook to be 5 years old. The reveal reports that in one of the unsealed documents, 2 Facebook employees are recorded discussing whether or not to refund a child whom they refer to as a whale racked up $6,545 in purchases from a Facebook game. From the conversation, is the user writing in as a parent or as a 13-ish-year-old child? Asks one employee, recorded as Michael. The other Facebook employee, named Chili, responds, "It's from a 12-ish-year-old. She's says she's 15, looks a bit younger. It's lol." Michael then replies, "I wouldn't refund." The internal Facebook memo discovered that while parents are aware of their children playing games on Facebook, many don't believe their child will be able to purchase anything without authorization. This is how purchases on Apple iOS work, as buyers must reauthorize every purchase with their password. So, wow. Damn.
Well, I mean, we already knew that Facebook was kind of a cesspool. I just didn't really want to believe that it was actually predatory. That, like, Facebook itself is predatory. It was mostly, like, in the Steam kind of way, where they just kind of look the other way as predators run rampant, but, like, fuck, man. It's garbage.
Like, their terms of service say you have to be 13 to use Facebook. And so, like, let's for just a second, like, leave the whole, they discovered that the average user age for people interacting with Angry Birds is 5 years old. Let's for a second assume that, like, they hadn't somehow stumbled into that information. This is, like, this unsealed information includes a conversation between two employees where they're like, yeah, this person's like 12, whatever. Don't, like, they spent over $6,000, whatever. Like, just...
Tegan, we need your words.
I don't even like...
Tegan's gonna go fucking Saiyan. It's gonna be incredible.
Like... that's so bad! That's so bad! Like, we have... I can't even...
Yep.
I can't even handle this!
Yep.
This is so bad! Like, we have so much psychological evidence that, like, kids don't understand that shit's real money!
Yep.
It's real money!
Yep.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Yep.
Why would you make a system where kids are able to buy whatever they fucking want when they're playing games on Facebook when you know they don't understand that's real money? So they can fuck over their parents. And then everyone's screwed! What the hell? What the shit? I know, Nico, that's such a bad idea! That's predatory!
Yes.
That should be illegal! That
We're
should be
working on
illegal!
We're working on it, Teagues.
Make it illegal right now! Fuck! If you aren't old enough to earn your own money, you shouldn't be old enough to fucking authorize a purchase on a fucking Facebook game!
Ooh, that'd be an interesting law. What is that? Like, so you'd be...
It would be based on the legal
16?
age of employment. Legal age of employment in your state.
Yeah.
So, most places it's between 16 and 18. Like, 16 if you're doing, like, babysitting and stuff, which is off the books employment. But on the books employment for a lot of states is 18. Or, like, you could start working at 17 with parents' permission, and then, like, if you're turning 18 in the same year.
Ah. In Texas, it's 16. They put kids to work here. But that'd be interesting. Like, I hope this, like, or at
this
least
should be illegal.
This issue, not necessarily this particular case.
This should be so illegal. Facebook should, like, have to refund all that money. Fuck. All of it.
Actually, that's gonna get messier. Cause, like, okay, cause remember we talked about it near the end of last year, where the FCC said that they would look into how, they're looking into loot boxes specifically.
Yeah, this is not a loot box, but like, this is bad.
If it bubbles into microtransactions, it might be mentioned. But the issue is that, like, the public lacks leverage. I'm not saying that there are no moves, but it's a lot less clear cut because internet service is no longer considered a public utility. Mm-hmm. So, like...
Internet service needs to be considered public utility, fuck!
Right, because what would happen, like, if that were still true, then what the government could ultimately do, they would say, Facebook needs to make this right, or they can't use the internet anymore. And they could essentially cut them off, like, cut their servers off from, like, internal, like, the accessible by the internet. That would cause...
yes, do that!
Some sort of uproar, but I don't think they can. That's the thing. The only people that would really be able to do that now are the actual ISPs. And Comcast and etc. would likely just ask for a cut, raise their prices as opposed to, like, kick them out entirely for moral reasons.
Kick them out. Fucking kick them out!
Brian, how do we take back the internet?
We make it a public utility! My internet's a public utility because it's done by my city. Does that counts, right? Yeah, that makes it a utility.
I think, like, your city could actually say, you know what? Facebook doesn't get to operate here. And, like, they lose those advertising dollars and all that. But,
So basically all the super rich white communities need to say that Facebook can't operate if it's going to prey on young people, and then cut them off. And that'd be done. Because that's your Facebook and your Instagram. And you know people are going to fucking freak out when Instagram isn't accessible on the internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it. And then it's fixed. It's done.
I wonder how long the great Facebook shutdown will last. Do you think it'll last longer than the latest government shutdown?
No, Facebook will fix its shit faster. But it will be better received than Tumblr fucking updating the color of the dashboard and everything else to be so fucking saturated. Like Jesus.
Wait, what color is the new dashboard?
It's darker blue. It's a different dark blue, but but all the colors on top of it are more saturated. Like, like it's not ugly, but it's jarring.
Yeah.
And they changed the default font, and I don't know what the font is, and it looks weird, and the spacing's weird, and I don't like it.
I get
Put
that.
it back! Tumblr, put it back! Put it back to the regular font. What is this font? What is this font? Why is everything, like, squashed? I can't read this. The space is weird. I don't like it. Put it back! Fix your porn bots! Jesus!
Wait,
Why
do they have? I thought they got rid of all the porn bots.
No!
Isn't that what they said?
No, you can get around it by tagging your shit as safe for work!
Oh, amazing.
You just tag it safe for work, it shows up! And they haven't fixed any of the spam issues! Oh my god! It's ridiculous! You know how many porn bots I have to fucking block from our Impossible Coin Tumblr? You know how many? There's so many! Why? I know what they want. They want to steal our fucking posts from Game of the Year and just change it so that it's a link to another website where you can watch some cam girls. I already know how that fucking works! 'Cause you did it to me before, you fucks!
God damn
Oh
it.
God!
Wait, hold on. Brian, remember how you found those ads that stole that phrase? The fucking, like...
Yup.
The top Fortnite taco thing? Do you think it came from Tumblr?
It might have come from fucking Tumblr. All the descriptions are loaded automatically when I link to them.
Brian. Okay, Brian, it's perfect
me.
time. You gotta recap the porn thing.
Okay. All right.
Do it on the show, I think.
So, weird thing that happened during the throes of Game of the Year was I periodically check in to see like what kind of new mentions are happening out there for Impossible Coin. And I saw a mention and I was like, this looks weird. And whenever I clicked on the link, it would redirect me to a porn site. And I was like, lol, what? What? So, but and like when I would load it, I didn't even see Impossible Coin. It would just immediately redirect to the porn site. And
I'm glad you found that out and not me, because like I would have fucking been scarred for life.
So in order to actually read the page, I had to load a cached version of it, so that way the redirect didn't work. And when I did, I discovered that what this porn site had done was scrape all of the episode descriptions where Fortnite's taco shop was mentioned, and then the episodes that aired on either side of it. So, like, altogether, they had stolen something like 6 of our episode descriptions. And I gotta say, man, like, it's a weird feeling to, like, man.
Was it weirder than finding out about Ryan Creamer?
Who's Ryan Creamer?
Tegan?
Well, Tegan.
Tegan.
Oh, no, wait, is that a bad thing? Wait.
No, it's not.
No,
Tegan,
not at all.
amazing.
Not at all.
Truly incredible.
Not at all, Tegan.
I don't know who's trying to protect me, and I'm afraid.
No.
Hi, Brian. I'm afraid.
So, Ryan Creamer is a man with a Pornhub account.
Oh.
No, Tegan.
No, wait for it.
Tegan.
Okay, yeah.
Ryan Creamer is a man with a Pornhub account who is making these videos which are not porn.
Oh, wait, are they the wholesome videos? The wholesome videos that are like, your stepbrother, turned down your sexual advances, but I'm flattered anyway? Is it that guy?
Yes.
Oh, I saw screen caps of his videos on Tumblr! I thought they were funny, so I reblogged them.
Yeah, so I found his Pornhub account.
My favorite one is definitely I do the dishes without being asked. I love that title. And he's just sitting there at the sink doing dishes, smiling at the camera. I'm like, yes. That's good porn. That's like, quality porn.
I deliver you a pizza and don't put my wiener in it.
Right, yeah. I ride in a taxi and don't have sex with the cab driver.
Yeah. So, like, I'm way on board with Ryan Creamer. Rocky's over here trying to send me fucking links to Pornhub while I'm at work. And I'm like, what are you doing, Rocky?
No, that's amazing.
No, it's like, no, I sent him the Ryan Creamer account because I found it, right? And I sent it to him on Facebook chat. And I'm like, Brian, you're just going to have to trust me on this one. It's not porn, I swear. And then Brian replies, what are links I can't click on at work for $500?
Oh my god! Yes. That's amazing.
Man. So now that we've completely derailed the productivity of this show.
No, that's 100% productivity. That's great.
Okay, fair enough.
That's canonically productive.
Oh, Lord.
Tegan, you got the next story.
Tegan.
Yeah.
Tell us another story which involves, like, a corporation saying something dumb.
A corporation saying something dumb? I can do that. So Metro Exodus will be an Epic Games Store exclusive on PCs. Yay! The Epic Games Store is grabbing another high-profile PC release, announcing that it will be the exclusive digital PC retailer for the upcoming Metro Exodus. As part of the exclusive deal, Metro Exodus will retail on Epic Games Store in North America for $49.99, which is $10 less than the digital or physical console counterparts. Yeah. So you get a little bit of savings getting on your PC. Deep Silver announced that digital PC copies of Metro Exodus will be sold solely through Epic Games Store. Pre-orders for both the standard and gold editions of Metro Exodus are available right now on the store in North America, starting at $49.99, which is $59.99 in most European countries. Pre-orders include the Metro Exodus original soundtrack and the World of Metro digital art book, which is, like, not fair, because I am a sucker for a good art book. Steam has called Metro Exodus's move to the Epic Games Store unfair in an update made to Metro Exodus's Steam page. Though Metro Exodus is still available for pre-order on Steam, sales will be discontinued. Probably have been already, actually.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Yeah, they've been discontinued. Yay!
So I believe we have here the quote from Valve. Hit us with that good shit, Tegan.
The quote from Valve, and this is for the other day. So, like, this is an old quote, but it does say today. Later today, sales of Metro Exodus will be discontinued on Steam due to a publisher decision to make the game exclusive to another PC store. The developer and publisher have assured us that all prior sales of the game on Steam will be fulfilled on Steam, and Steam owners will be able to access this game and any future updates or DLC through Steam. We think the decision to remove the game is unfair to Steam customers, especially after a long pre-sale period. We apologize to Steam customers that were expecting it to be available for sale through the February 15th release date, but we were only recently informed of the decision and given limited time to let everyone know. fucking baby.
Oh man, that's really good, actually. So like, Steam's just like upset because like, there's no way Metro Exodus wasn't going to fulfill those pre-orders that had already happened.
Right.
They're just mad that they can't make any more sales off of it.
Yep.
That's really great.
You know, and I think that one of the things that we talked about when we talked initially about the different revenue split for the Epic Store was, would that revenue split cause game publishers to fulfill the promise that always seemed possible originally with PC gaming? Like, which is that PC games, since you're not buying a physical good, can conceivably be lower cost. Since you're not having to worry about like manufacturing and warehousing and physical distribution and all this shit. Like, will we get there with this new revenue split? And like, I am deeply fucking hopeful because...
Well, Brad, I just did a little bit of math, just some simple calculations.
Yep.
And so I took, Steam's split of their revenue share, because Steam takes 30%, leaving the developer with 70% of the amount, right? So I did 70% of $60, which is what the normal price point is for like AAA games.
Sure.
Even on PC, it comes out to $42, right?
Gotcha.
I did the same split for $50, which is what the new price is going to be, using Epic's revenue split of 88%, and it actually came out to $44. So, by moving to Epic Store and dropping the price $10, Metro Exodus's developers actually are making $2 extra per sale. And will probably sell more since the price point is actually lower for consumers. This is amazing. Like, holy shit.
Man. First party publishers on consoles are eventually going to have to start selling digital versions of their games cheaper. Like Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo, and I'm speaking specifically for their digital versions,
right?
Are going to have to start making that possible, because like when we talk about the kind of things that will push people toward PC, like PC was full of promise like 5 to 8 years ago, because of the possibility that it could be a more cost-effective way to get into gaming. There was the spike in the price of graphics cards, and then the games weren't any cheaper, and that promise seemed to disappear. But now graphics cards are dropping again because cryptocurrency is fading, and fucking Epic is here being like, da 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 da, who wants to spend less money? And
everybody who already plays Fortnite is like, me! And they're like, not you guys. You guys keep going. We love you.
But, man, guys, this fucking whole Valve versus Epic thing is exciting. It's like...
Yeah.
It's reminding me of the heady days of the console wars. And I don't know if y'all are old
wars.
enough to remember that shit.
Yes, we remember the console wars.
Are you serious? You remember the console wars?
You guys
Holy
weren't
shit.
like fucking Muppet babies when that happened?
We grew up when the console
Hey, man,
wars.
I remember shit when I was a Muppet baby, alright?
I remember Muppet Babies. It was a good show.
Also, I really love on Twitter because Piranha Plant came out on Smash, and like Cat Bailey like uploaded a video of fucking like the screen where it says like Piranha Plant's been added to Smash, and there's like a Piranha Plant like puppet, and he just bounces around excitedly.
Yeah,
I
it
never
was
could
super
type that.
cute. 10 out of 10. That's a
like,
quality. You know what? Piranha Plant's fucking fun too.
Yes.
It's a great addition to the... You know who's fucking broken? Ridley. Fuck Ridley. Ridley is so broken. Oh my god, he does this tail stab thing, and if you get hit by it, you fall down, and you have to wait for the falling animation to complete before you can move again, and Ridley can attack you again during that animation. So dumb. It's not fair!
Yeah, the answer to that's just don't get hit, Teeks.
Just don't get hit. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I'm trying. It's hard.
I believe.
It's hard. I'm doing my best.
Teeks,
Yeah.
is there some really related news that we can talk about?
There is some Ridley-related news, amazingly enough. Maybe I did my own segue this time. You wouldn't even know, would ya? So, Metroid Prime 4 development has been restarted.
Wait, restarted?
Restarted. Metroid Prime 4 has been delayed, with Shinya Takahashi, the senior managing executive officer on the game, revealing that development on the game has effectively been completely restarted. Takahashi said that after looking at Metroid Prime 4, the firm did not believe that it met the standards required of a sequel to one of Nintendo's most beloved series. The good news for fans is that the restarted project is now being developed with the producer Kensuke Tanabe, working in collaboration with the Metroid Prime creators, Retro Studios. The original take on Metroid Prime 4 was announced on June 13th in 2017 during Nintendo's E3 showcase. It was one of the most anticipated Nintendo reveals in recent memory, although we got no more than confirmation the game was in development. Eurogamer has reported that the game was, surprisingly, in development at Bandai Namco Studios in Singapore. So I think this is a example of good guy Nintendo saying, like, hey, we started making this game. We hate this game. We don't want you to hate it too. So we're taking it back home and letting them redo it. And I think that's good. And then they said it. They admitted it. They said, hey, we did a thing. We made a mistake. We're gonna fix it for you before you even spend money on this game.
How you feel about it, Brian?
I'm really like, okay, fine. Metroid Prime 4 is going to be further away. I'll live, you'll live, everyone will live.
Everyone will live!
Everyone will live.
I'm living right now.
But my big takeaway from this, which I think is a lot more exciting, is that, like, Nintendo is famously opaque about fucking everything to their own detriment sometimes. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, but, like, there are a lot of times where, like, Nintendo will walk up to you, like, holding what is clearly a loaf of bread in a bag, and you're like, Nintendo, what you got in the bag? And they're like, we are unaware that we're holding a bag right now. And
you're like,
come on,
bullshit!
Nintendo.
Bullshit, Nintendo! Bullshit!
Exactly.
Call you on your bullshit! Tell us what's in the bag! They're like, what bag?
What bag?
You don't see this bag. And we're like, you have the bag! And then they put it behind their back, and they're like, no, we don't. You're just giving it a bag!
Yep. And so,
are there bills in that bag? Are there bills in that bag?
I'm really encouraged by this, which is, like, not just transparent for Nintendo, but transparent for the industry at large. Like, that's wild. Like, this is fucking wild. To be like, hey, guys, there was some stuff. It sucked ass, so we're killing all of it and starting over. Like, that's wild. Like, classic Nintendo would have been to be like, please understand, we will let you know what's going on with Metroid Prime 4 when we have more to tell you. Like, that would have been classic Nintendo. Just to be like, you know, we'll let you know when we let you know, and then just leave everybody twisting in the wind. But this is, like, extraordinarily transparent. Like, I'm flat out fucking surprised. Like, I think this is a really good thing. Rocco?
I mean, there's new people in charge. I like Metroid Prime. I don't like it that much. I'm still mad that I don't know anything about Three Houses, because, like, I feel like Three Houses is probably also in that same camp. Even though that's just wild speculation. I just don't trust Nintendo. But this bit of honesty is definitely bringing me closer to thinking about trusting Nintendo with news in the future.
God, haven't they shown just a tiny bit more of Three Houses? Like, I feel like we're more beyond the title card with Three Houses.
We are. Mm-hmm. That is true. But, like, I'd like to see a demo. I'd like to see, like, you know what? I would settle for 2 minutes of continuous gameplay. And I haven't even had that yet.
What about instead of either a demo or continuous gameplay, they gave you an animation trailer?
No.
No, you're not so for an animation trailer?
No, because I know they can animate things. I've seen the animation style. It looks the same. Looks like the same shit they did in Awakening. That's not surprising to me. I want to know how the game works. I know Nintendo's development philosophy is focused on the toy, and I want to see what kind of toy they want to sell me.
I mean, it's going to be a turn-based tactical RPG. That's what Fire Emblem is.
Yeah, but, like, in Three Houses, they were kind of, like, experimenting with, like, squad-based combat.
Mm-hmm.
Where, like, your controlled characters would instead of be, like, a single, like, unit fighting a single unit, you're more like a unit with, like, forces behind you that are numbered in a certain way. Kind of like that one Mii minigame that was on the DS. Where you had to conquer, like, the 13 countries or whatever.
Yeah.
And I would like to know how that works. There's also supposed to be, like, an actual hub world instead of, the world map where you would go to various locales to do certain things. So I don't know. There's a lot of things that they have teased about that I'm worried about execution-wise.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that Nintendo is very good about sticking the landing. I just want to know what it actually looks like.
Well, it says spring. And we know spring is gonna be, like, April to June, probably. So, I would expect whenever their next direct is, I would expect them to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I'd like to eat a little crow right now.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Eating a little crow means I'd like to acknowledge I was wrong about something.
Ooh, okay. I didn't know that's what that meant. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Continue.
I said last summer that there was no fucking way that Nintendo could hang their holiday on one game. I was like, there's no fucking way they can hang their holiday on Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Rocky, do I hear snickering?
Yeah. Because I was like, well, dude, yeah, it's Smash Bros. Like, come on. And Brian was like, there's... yeah, you already said it. It's cool. Go ahead, eat your crow, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And I was like, there's no fucking way that they can hang their hat on just Smash Brothers. Like, their holiday is... they need more... and whew, man. All right. So I was wrong. You were right. I'm ugly. You're attractive. I'm stupid.
Wait.
She's doing a bit.
I'm stupid. You're smart.
No. Wait. Remember, Rocky said he only takes admissions of apology in the form of sushi. So if you're saying I'm wrong, you're right. That's also you're not also saying I'm sorry for being a jerk about it.
No, I wasn't a fucking jerk about it. I'm a jerk right now. I wasn't a jerk about it.
You were really mad about like those Marth voice lines, man. Like really mad.
So it's worth noting. All right. Mm-hmm. So holy fucking shit that like Nintendo absolutely blew their hardware sales up in the 30 days starting on Black Friday. They had their best hardware sales month in that rolling 30-day period since the launch of the DS.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. Also worth pointing out that in December, all three major console manufacturers had months where they sold more than 1 million units. That is something else which hasn't happened since 2011.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. The fact that, like, video games are healthy, y'all. NPD's top 20 for 2018 came out. One major thing worth calling out, immediately looking at NPD's top 20 for the year, is that looking at year totals, a certain game finally dropped out of the NPD top 10.
Is it Grand Theft Auto?
5?
Grand Theft Auto 5 is no longer
yes!
in the top. But the top 20 games of 2018, and this is fascinating because some of these games either don't include reporting of digital sales, or in some cases specifically don't involve reporting of PC digital sales. Okay, so here are the top 20 best-selling games of 2018. Now, I want to stress here are the top 20 best-selling games of 2018. Not by year of release, just here was what was selling last year. Number 1, Red Dead Redemption 2, best-selling game last year. Number 2, Call of Duty Black Ops 4.
No one is surprised.
Number 3, NBA 2K19. Number 4, Madden NFL 19. Mm-hmm. Number 5, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Hell yeah!
Asterisk does not include digital sales.
Hell yeah, they don't.
All right.
Got more to come.
So they managed to get to number 5 on the bestseller list for the year, releasing in December and not including the digital sales. Like, how much? Jesus Christ.
Yup.
They moved like 3 million consoles in that week, man. Copies, not consoles.
Number 6,
copies, not
Marvel Spider-Man. Number 7, Far Cry 5. Number 8, Dad of War. Number 9, Monster Hunter World.
Yeah, buddy.
Number 10, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Number 11, Grand Theft Auto 5.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, I know. We barely dodged it. Number 8, Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 placing 12 for best-selling games of 2018.
Wow.
Mario Kart's wild, dude.
Mario Kart 8 is the best-selling Mario Kart game, which is amazing.
Number 13, FIFA 19. This does not include PC digital sales. Number 14, Battlefield 5. That also does not include PC digital sales. Number 15, Super Mario Odyssey. Number 16, COD of Duty World War II. This also does not include PC digital sales. Number 17, Dragon Ball FighterZ. Number 18, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild does not include digital sales. Number 19, Super Mario Party. And number 20, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu.
Nintendo. Woohoo!
So, I think the thing that's really worth calling out here is a few different things. One, I guess the reason they felt comfortable leaning back with only having a single major tentpole release in this holiday season was that they understood that last year's Mario and Zelda games had really long-ass tails. Mm-hmm. Really long-ass tails. That they would still be selling the shit out of Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, over a year later. That's, I think, a major call out. And I guess also of note is that okay, it seems to be that Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, while simultaneously not necessarily getting all of those core Pokemon players who were call me when there's new shit, it did, I guess, get people like me who were looking for an entry point into the series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who were I know Pikachu, he's a good rat.
He's a mouse, but yes.
Yeah.
He's a good boy.
Look, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying. I understand.
Yeah. Also, it appears to be that Ubisoft's effort to successfully reboot the Assassin's Creed series has worked.
Yay!
That shit stuck. So good for them. Also, Far Cry 5. That kind of took me by surprise at number 7. So it also looks like console exclusives matter. I know, big surprise, right? With both Marvel, Spider-Man, and God of War being in the top 10. People buy consoles for the games that come out on that console.
Also, that Spider-Man console was fresh as fuck.
Yep. So I can't wait to see what Microsoft is doing with these 900 studios they've purchased. Like, because it's obvious that, like, console exclusives pay off. So, wow. I know this was a detour and it wasn't on our show doc, but I wanted to, like, eat my crow. I wanted to say, like, wow, look at this.
Tasty.
You know, like, it certainly looks like hanging their holiday on Smash Brothers was a good plan. I didn't recognize that it was a good plan. Also, did you guys have gifts waiting to go for me to say that? Because what I said on Facebook, like, looks like I was wrong. It really felt like you guys had, like, artisanal farm raised.
Did I? Did we?
Yeah.
I have to look back now.
They kind of just fit us. Like, it was very, like, a Tegan, like, gif and a very Rocky gif.
Okay.
Yeah. And I was like, have you guys been fucking sitting on this, just waiting for this? It felt that way.
Yeah. That means we're good at what we do, Teagues. Looked like we were prepared and shit.
Yeah, we were totally prepared and stuff.
But, speaking of top-tier publishers, Activision, probably really comfortable with Call of Duty, was cool with letting Bungie walk out the door. Bungie and Activision are splitting up after working together as developer and publisher, respectively, on the Destiny franchise. The MMO shooter will now fully enter Bungie's control. Bungie announced in a blog post that it'll be working independently from Activision 9 years after entering a partnership in 2010. We have a quote that reads, "We have enjoyed a successful 8-year run and would like to thank Activision for their partnership on Destiny. Looking ahead, we're excited to announce plans for Activision to transfer publishing rights to Bungie. Bungie and Activision shipped the first Destiny game in 2014 and the sequel in 2017. There has been noticeable tension between Activision and the Destiny brand in recent months. Activision has been critical of Destiny 2's sales performance, reporting in quarterly financial briefings that player count has not met goals, and most recently that the latest Destiny 2 expansion, Forsaken, has not done enough to bring engagement back to the game. Last year, Bungie also entered into a new partnership with Chinese gaming company NetEase. The deal gave Bungie $100 million and NetEase a minority stake in the Destiny developer, and the partnership teased possible new IP from Bungie."
Wow. Wow. So, can we call, at this point, can we call Bungie, twice married Bungie? Because first, Bungie was a division of Microsoft developing Halo, and they acquired their independence. And went off and they didn't get purchased by Activision, but they got into this publishing deal with Activision. And so my biggest takeaway for this is, like, what the fuck does Activision even have right now?
Call of Duty.
Okay. So, we're going to play a game, Rocky.
Sure.
All right. I'm going to be a stupidly rich guy who sits on the Activision board, and you're going to be a guy who tells me what we've got. These numbers, they don't go up constantly.
I'd like to be a stupidly rich person, but, like, I can't be stupid.
I'm sorry, sir. We're doing our best.
What do we have?
Well, we still have the Call of Duty. We get new 10-year-olds every day, sir. They keep making 10-year-olds.
I know that. Until our collapse from climate change, we'll still have 10-year-olds. But we don't have 10-year-olds in Modern Warfare numbers. We don't have them in Modern Warfare 2 numbers. What else do we have?
Well, they have... I hear that Blizzard is still making the Overwatch.
They failed to meet all their earnings expectations for last year. Numbers from both Overwatch and Hearthstone are down. What else do we have?
Maybe we shouldn't have fucked with Hearthstone. What if instead of fucking with Hearthstone and nerfing all the cards from the base deck, we just made different expansion packs?
Oh, fuck it. Don't get me started. Like, all right.
What if we did that instead, though, sir? We could get some good artists, maybe borrow from the Blizzard team who are working on that World of Warcraft vanilla pack.
We have
and then
to
I get fired and fucked.
we have to nerf all of the basic cards out of existence. We have to have a basic card set, which is just one card that reads, "You're fucked. 10 mana, 1/1, eat a dick."
Wait. I got it, sir. We make Exodia in Hearthstone.
Ooh. But we make it based on one of our other existing franchises' most ultimate characters. Maybe we do one for each franchise. So there's 3 different Exodias. Ooh.
Oh, God.
Fancy.
That means they have to buy 15 cards, sir. Surely that will bring numbers up.
So what you're saying is, we've got Call of Duty and maybe Exodia.
Yes.
But with Exodia, you win. Those are the rules, sir.
But first we have to summon it.
First we have to summon it.
I mean, what the fuck do they have, guys? Like, Jesus.
No, that might actually be it. I honestly don't know. Man.
All right, like, okay. So I'm on Activision's website right now for the lulz. And here's what they've got going on for them. Hot Activision releases this year involved things like Spyro Reignited Trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, did they do the Crash one too?
Yeah. So, and coming up this year, they've got the remaster of Crash Team Racing. But, so, between the Crash Insane Trilogy remaster, the Spyro Trilogy remaster, and now the Crash Team Racing remaster, it's not even like they're making new platformers or new kart racers. They are lovingly remastering games which are like more than 10 years old. What's going to, like, they don't have
they make
too
the
many
Cabela games. Huh. The big Game Hunter games, they make those.
Yeah. Well, like, they're just playing not to lose right now, right? Like, they know they're ahead, and they just kind of want to sit there. They don't want to take big risks. I mean, growing forever would definitely be ideal, but, like...
I'm not sure that they can't, like... I mean... So, they ran Skylanders into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
They ran Guitar Hero into the ground.
They ran Guitar Hero into the ground. They ran Tony Hawk into the ground. They killed their license for the Ninja Turtles.
Yep. They don't make the Barbie games anymore.
Yep. They killed their license for Transformers.
Wait. Fuck. No, that's Bandai Namco. Never mind. I was thinking about the new Power Rangers fighting game. But I think that's Bandai Namco. I don't think that's Activision.
Yeah, so...
Are they still doing the Marvel games? The Marvel Ultimate Alliance stuff? Or did they run that into the ground too?
That's not them anymore.
Man, because the Marvel Cinematic Universe is super expanded. That would be a good one to
Yeah, so like current people... And it's funny that you should specifically pick up Marvel, because a whole bunch of people who were like senior developers on Hearthstone left to go start their own indie studio called Second Dinner. And they're like, we're Second Dinner. There's like 10 of us. And that's it. Like, there's like 10 of them. They got a cute logo, and they're all like a whole bunch of people from like Hearthstone that like people like me trust. Including world's most lovable giant Ben Brode. And like Second Dinner, all 10 of them just announced, hey, we're Second Dinner. We just got the Marvel license.
What?
Sick.
Yeah, like they're doing like a card game. They're doing a collectible card game in the Marvel universe.
Oh, well, damn.
Yeah. Like the people who did some of the best stuff on Hearthstone, making a new CCG with like the Marvel IP, That sounds like a hell of a lot of fun. I sure bet that's a thing Activision wish they had done.
Oh my god, their logo is fucking cute.
Isn't it? Yeah, so like those guys just landed a Marvel deal. The big Avengers action RPG, that's Square Enix. They got that. Which is why they killed Deus Ex, so that way they could put that team on their Avengers game. Like, Star Wars, more Disney IP, that's an EA for better or for worse. Spoilers, it's for worse. But like Activision is Call of Duty and like a Crash remaster. And like, I mean, yes, they're publishing Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. And I honestly believe that the only reason that's happening is somebody accidentally answered an email with yes. Because it is so inconsistent with the rest of their publishing strategy. You're like, what is Activision? Like, well, Activision is an endless stream of fucking Call of Duties, and then IP that we own until we drive it into the ground. And then like Sekiro, right? Like maybe somebody thought they were answering an email about Destiny or something. I don't know. But like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck, Activision? Like, I feel like Activision and EA are in some very weird places right now. Very weird places. Like, it just feels super strange. Like, I would believe you if you told me somebody else was going to buy Activision in like 2 to 3 years just for their back catalog of IP, because they have some incredible back IP.
But like, Activision is so much money. Yo, what if Tencent buys Activision? Dude, wouldn't that be ugly? Wouldn't that be so spooky?
So, Brian, I hate to tell you this, but there aren't 10 guys at Second Dinner. There are 5.
Wow.
There are 5 guys at Second Dinner, and they're hiring person number 6.
So, I think that probably... I think that makes it kind of even more impressive then.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing. They're like, we're funded. We're well funded.
They're just like, hey, you 5 guys make the next Marvel games. Cool, fuck, alright, I guess. That's wild.
Okay,
Holy
you
shit.
know what? Okay. Fine. This is fine. This looks great, honestly. Wow.
What looks fine?
Just like their whole thing. Their website and stuff, their little logo, they're like the way they're kind of candid. Like, this looks fine. This looks like a lot of fun.
And, like, the 2 other guys, like, specifically, that are with them, Ben Brode and Young Woo. Ben Brode and Young Woo were, like, the key guys behind the launch of Hearthstone and, like, Hearthstone's, like, first 8 expansions. Like, they were the guys who made... they made the sausage, And then like, hey, we're gonna go do our own thing. And apparently their own thing includes fucking landing Marvel. So, good for them. Absolutely good for them. I'm going to assume that there is somebody at Disney/Marvel who plays Hearthstone, and they're like, fuck, Ben Brode and Young Woo are pitching us? Sold. Yeah. I don't know, Activision. I think that Activision wants every game to sell every possible copy. And I think Destiny is a game that will do just fine once it's no longer exposed to, like, Activision's expectations. Because, like, Activision's out here doing shit like Red Bull cross promotions and things like that. And would it surprise anybody if that NetEase investment turns out to not be for new IP, but NetEase is like, hey, we understand how business actually works, and we just like to get a small slice of the inevitably profitable, like, Destiny now that it's unconstrained by Activision's ridiculousness?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah. But I'd like to close news today with something that when I was putting into the show doc, the only headline I could come up with for it was, what the fuck even is this nightmare story?
Here we go.
Yay, nightmare story!
Tegan,
Story time. Yeah.
Did you bring your helmet?
Yes, I did.
Put your helmet on.
Okay. I got it.
Okay. Rocky, you ready?
Yeah, man, I'm strapped in.
All right, fucking double bag it. Here we go. Fuck. So, Gearbox sued Wade Callender. Wade Callender was Gearbox's lawyer from 2010 to 2018 for fraud and breach of fiduciary duty. Gearbox claims that Callender borrowed money from Gearbox for a home loan and tuition that Callender did not pay back in full. They also allege that Callender spent the company funds for private expenses like family vacations, gun club memberships, firearm accessories, and, quote, trying to get six-pack abs.
Wow.
Yep. Callender then filed a countersuit at the end of 2018 against Randy Pitchford, Gearbox's CEO. He accuses Pitchford of violating various contracts at both Gearbox and a separate real estate that Pitchford and Callender co-own. Callender's lawsuit, available online, details a $12 million executive bonus that Randy Pitchford's company, Pitchford Entertainment Media Magic LLC. Callender's lawsuit says that this was an advance upon royalties that could have otherwise gone to paying Gearbox staff for working on Borderlands 3.
Oof.
Jesus.
Callender's lawsuit then goes into accusations, including a USB drive belonging to Pitchford that was left at a Dallas, Texas restaurant that included sensitive corporate information for Gearbox and companies like Sega, Sony, Microsoft, and others. The lawsuit alleges upon information and belief that Randy Pitchford's USB drive also contained Randy Pitchford's personal collection of underage pornography. Randy Pitchford corroborated some parts of the USB story on a December 22nd episode of The Piff Pod. Pitchford shared his enjoyment of camgirl porn and confirmed that he copied one such video to the memory stick to figure out how the camgirl faked the act of female ejaculation, calling it magic, and saying that the camgirl was a magician. Pitchford says that it was barely legal porn and that the host's name was only 18. Pitchford retrieved the flash drive, and I'd like to pause here to specifically say that the Dallas, Texas restaurant in question was medieval times.
God.
Pitchford retrieved the flash drive in question in exchange for Gearbox swag and suggested putting the only 18 performer on the cover of Genie magazine, a magazine about magic that Pitchford owns.
Jesus God.
Pitchford issued a formal statement about the countersuit, saying, "The attacks made by my former friend and colleague have no basis in reality or law. He's simply trying to shake me down for money. We will win. But because lawsuits are pending, I can't comment as much as I'd like. I am shocked by his lies. Thank you for your love and support. As a father, I find crimes against children to be especially repugnant. It is painful that a former friend and colleague would lie to try and associate me with such vile behavior in his own greedy pursuit of money. As the day progresses, I'm discovering who my friends are. Thank you for your love and support. I'm just going to try and focus on my work and trust that the truth and justice will prevail in the courts." How's everybody doing?
I'm very tired.
Tegan, how are you?
I want to vomit everywhere.
Sounds about right.
That's nasty. That's stupid.
It is both nasty and stupid, yes.
I wish I could be a stupid man with a lot of money so that I could get a $12 million bonus for doing jack all. Jesus. I don't even know what I'd do with $12 million.
Oh, I know exactly what I'd do with $12 million.
Yeah? What would you do?
So, I'd pay off my debt. I'd repair my mom's home, buy her a new home, because even though she hates the one that she lives in, it's a pretty good house, she still wants another one. pay off my immediate family's debt, maybe a couple of cousins. I'd buy houses in Italy and Japan, both rural. Open a taqueria in each of the two, and then run a local franchise and see how that goes. I think that puts me somewhere around 9-ish. And then, I don't know, put the rest in treasury bonds and pharmaceuticals and live off the interest. That's me. I don't want to look at Genie magazine, Brian. Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't want to look at this either.
Who's gonna put a cam girl on the cover because he thought squirting is magic?
God.
It's fucking idiot.
Guys, I have a question. What is the stupidest part of this story? This is a real question.
We gotta do let's do a quick top 5, off the top of my head.
I also have a question. I know it's it's early in the year, but does
this is going in stupid as shit?
Does it have? You know how
this
we
is
had
dumb.
to remove.
This is just dumb all over the place.
You know how we had to remove Tetris from the conversation about best mechanics because we're if this competes it wins by default. I think. God damn, guys! All right. Give me your top 5, Rocky. Hit me with your top 5 dumbest things in this story.
Okay. There's the fact that he's originally being sued for the borrowed money, which what he spent the borrowed money on. I mean, the home loan and tuition, but then there's also family vacations, gun club memberships, firearm accessories, and trying to get 6-pack abs. That's one of them in there. This is in no particular order.
Yeah.
The fact that he got a $12 million executive bonus that was just a royalty that could have been used to pay the staff, that the staff wasn't paid before these royalties came out. Fuck these guys. That this flash drive was left out of medieval times. That the medieval times had a video of a young woman squirting on it. That he counter-argued that it's not underage pornography, and he's studying it for magic purposes. The fact that he was so interested in this woman's sorcery, his word, not mine, that he wanted to put her on the cover of his own magician-based magazine, which is called Genie Magazine! That's my 5. I think that's 5. I might have counted wrong. I was kind of upset.
Tegan, do you have any particular faves from this?
What? I think number 1 is that he wants to put the girl on the cover of his magazine. Number 2 is that he left company secrets at a fucking medieval time. Number 3 is giving yourself a bonus, an executive bonus before anything even fucking happens. Number 4 is the lawsuit, including trying to get 6-pack abs. Number 5 is him thinking that he knows who his real friends are now. What the shit? No one's your friend, dude. Everyone's watching you burn.
So, all right.
This is so good.
God. Damn. Okay. So, imagine this, right? You make $12 an hour, right?
Uh-huh.
Your job is to bring people their legs of mutton at medieval times.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
Yep. So you bring people their goblets and their mutton and so on. And you're cleaning up. And you're like, oh, look, somebody left a thumb drive. Doesn't have a name or anything printed on it, and those guys all put their stuff on one check, so I don't know what that guy's name was. Huh. Gosh, I wonder if there's a file on there that would help me identify the guy. I could give him a call. Oh, fuck me!
Right.
Oh, man.
Just like, here's a whole bunch of sensitive documents about business relationships with like major platform holders and Sega and a cam girl squirting. Like, and this is one of those things where like I'm kind of falling into like, I don't know if they have an Occam's razor for stupidity. But like the fact that like Pitchford got out there even before this thing caught steam and was like, getting media traction, that he like went on this fucking magic podcast, you know, the Piff Pod, a podcast about magic, to talk about this like fucking cam girl thing and talk about his like thumb drive. Like, I'm pretty sure that there probably wasn't like kiddie porn on the thumb drive, and it was exactly what Pitchford said. But still, what a fucking goo. All right, let's say for just a second that, like, you are hell-bent on saving the video of the squirting cam girl. That's a thing you're gonna do.
Sure.
You're like, I've made this decision. I'm saving the squirting cam girl.
Sure.
Do you put that on the same thumb drive with, I don't know, your sensitive business documents?
Obviously, because how else are you gonna know exactly where it is? What the fuck?
Oh, man. Also, Brian, there is an Occam's razor for stupidity. It's called Hanlon's razor. And the
is it the more money someone
axiom,
has, the stupider they are?
No, it's never attribute to malice that which is adequately explained by stupidity.
Okay.
An aphorism, that was the word I was looking for.
Do you feel like two grown rich men probably shouted the phrase six-pack abs at each other?
You know what? That might have been that's a distinct possibility, Brian. That might be a thing that happened. Fucking. Oh, they're just like, six-pack abs! Oh, shit.
Like, I just, like, you just read this shit and you realize that there's probably some amazing sentences that got said, like, why are you at the gun club, Wade? Just.
Oh my god.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
I fucking don't even know. I don't know. Like, I feel like if the category dumb as shit was a player, we would have to retire his jersey because this is amazing. Guys, it's February.
It's February.
Like, I don't know how we top this.
But it's only February, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, so far we have two things in our category for dumb as shit. Two things.
What was the other thing?
Soulja Boy's game console.
No. Soulja Boy's game console? Oh, shit.
It wasn't, all the info wasn't out leading up for it to qualify last year, but fucking qualifies this year.
Oh, man. Oof. Dude, he got sued so fast. Like, who let him do this?
People.
Nobody in his team. See, like, that's the thing. Like, this guy, Randy Pitchford, and, like, Soulja Boy are, like, two people that I am absolutely convinced have no real friends. Because there's no way that any of your friends would let you do this dumb of shit. It's just, there's no way someone would stop you. Like, if I told my friends, like, hey, man, like, it was like, yo, what's up with that, like, video? Is that a cam girl? Yeah, dude, like, she does this thing where she's, like, squirts. It's, like, magic. Like, dude, squirting's not magic. Like, someone would have told him that as a grown man, right? Or, like, Soulja Boy's like, yeah, I'm gonna make my own console. I'm gonna put the Nintendo games on them. Dude, but, like, Nintendo, their lawyers are, like, on everything. Nah, dude, it's gonna be fine. It's totally legit. Like, no, someone would have stopped him, you know? Like,
right.
So,
like, Elon Musk, man. Like, shit. Fuck.
Oh my god. All right. So, another part of Wade Calendar's lawsuit against Randy Pitchford says that, like, Pitchford, Because Randy Pitchford is the kind of rich guy who has built an 80-seat theater in his home. Why does Randy Pitchford have an 80-seat theater in his home? You guys know why. Look inside your hearts. Guess. What happens in there, Rocky?
I don't want to talk about it.
Tegan, what happens in there?
He watches porn with his friends.
He puts on magic shows.
Oh, fuck no, he does not.
Yes, he
even
does.
worse, right?
Fuck no, he does
Somehow
not.
That's worse.
So Randy Pitchford would throw these exclusive parties to put on these fucking magic shows.
God damn it. What a nerd.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you're, like, good at magic. It is one thing if you are good at magic.
If you're good at magic, you don't have to do it in your house. You can do it anywhere. You just show up.
True. You get paid to do it if you're good.
Yeah.
I feel like the band of opportunities to, like, make money at magic is not what it was, say, like, 100 years ago.
I mean, sure, but, like, also, so there are still spaces like the Comedy Cellar, you know? That, like, if all you really want to do is do 5 minutes of stand-up, you just show up, they put you on the list, and, like, you do your comedy. And, like, people are always there because they know good comics show. So if you really want to test your shit, you can go do it. That's what I mean. I'm assuming, yeah, there's that whole mansion, right? Like in LA or whatever?
Yeah.
Where, like, magicians, like, congregate, and they, like, share tech and, like, do, like, tricks in front of each other. Like, I don't know, dude. I feel like there's a space for that. You don't have to build it in your house. That's all I'm saying.
So he built this thing in his house.
Yeah. Jackass. Jesus.
And he's putting on these magic shows. Calendar alleges that during some shows, there would be intermissions where people who had come to the shows to watch would file out on stage wearing masks, and then some of Pitchford's household staff, men in their late teens and 20s.
Nope.
No.
Nope, I don't like where this is going.
Would be made to sit in the seats in the theater while the masked men on stage would expose themselves.
That's disgusting and abuse.
There's no way that's in their contract. Like what the shit?
It is
Like,
it just sounds like such a... Man.
That's disgusting. How good does the pay have to be for you to put up with that shit?
Honestly, okay, so this is me, and, like, someone's gonna quote me on this, I bet, but it'd have to be at least, like, $75,000 a year. To be, like, household staff.
It'd have to be, like, fucking $75,000 a month! What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying, that's pretty decent money, and I could probably block that out of my mind with the good life that I'm having.
Nasty. No way. Way more money than that. Jesus.
So, yeah, guys. Welcome to 2019.
Fuck 2019.
This is what it's like here.
Fuck this game.
Fuck this game, just life 2019.
Fuck life 2019. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
But at least we got Kingdom Hearts 3, right?
Yeah.
If this is what it cost to get Kingdom Hearts 3. It's not, but like, oh, man.
I guess the real lesson here is that we all paid the blood price, Rocky.
Oh, great work. We did it. Brian, what came out on Steam today?
One game.
Only one game?
Wait,
Yeah, there's one game on Steam that's come out so far today. It's called Caverns of Carvella. And it looks like dog shit.
Oh.
It is a, quote, 80s-inspired platform game, which should normally be my absolute jam, but this just looks like trash. So that's a thing. Rocco, why don't you tell people how they can engage with us?
Sure. So, everyone, this has been Impossible Coin. It's our show. Welcome to 2019. We're going to do some things. Some of them will be fun. Some of them will be nightmares. We apologize in advance. If you want to talk to us about it, if you like to, scream into the void along with us, you can find us on social media. Brian's on the Facebook. I'm on Twitter. Tegan's on Tumblr. It's all Impossible Coin. If you want to help us out particularly, we'd appreciate some Twitter follows. Just interact with us. Talk to us. Tell us what you want to hear. Or you can send those thoughts over to iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher and send us a review. And if you put a review on iTunes, Brian owes you a special gift. He promises. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but there is music at the beginning and end of this podcast. It's produced by our friend Big Sach. You can find his work at soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ, or you can find him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank.
Nice. Well, guys, I believe this is our first show of 2K19.
Yeah, next week's supposed to be like the anniversary, I think.
Is that next week?
Yep.
I got it. 1 second. I have to check the science.
Mm-hmm.
1 second while I enter the laboratory.
Yeah.
All right.
For sure.
I'm in the lab.
Kind of want to play the Jeopardy theme here.
Do, 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 do. You gotta sing it so that you don't get in trouble for trying to use copyrighted music.
Oh,
So-
shit. Is it copyrighted? How's it not public domain yet? Whatever.
Now let me look at a February calendar. Sorry, guys. There's so much math here in science.
There is so much science. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Guarantee that there was no magic performed in the making of this segment. So this episode will come out today, which is February the 6th.
6. Yeah.
Yeah, which means that, so our next episode, we will begin our Year 3. Guys, time fucking flies, doesn't it?
It's pretty wild.
We've been doing this a little while.
Yeah, man. We started before Trump was president. Now here we are. This weird hellscape of America.
We started at the bottom. Now we here. I'm not sure if it's better or worse, but we here.
I think we're a little higher, but not that much.
Tell you what, man, at least rich men are not exposing themselves in magic theaters to me.
Oh, God.
That's a big mood.
Yeah. Well, everybody, this has been Impossible Coin. I'm Brian Cartwright. If you're new to the show and joined us starting with the Game of the Year, welcome aboard, and peace.
Bye.
Later.
You suck.